The rest of the rebaw. No, oh, wig. They imagine better though, no, mama, for today. No, not you, my mother. Mama, they matter, no? Ah, move the TV black. If someone asks the noir, what it do you very mais une passion, mon Dieu m'a dit que ça when I set my mind in the things of my day. Okay, we're gonna have a cigar. We're gonna okay.
It's illegal to get, right?
No, we're out.
Oh, you gotta read. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, you see, we're out. Let me take up the plastic. Let me take up the bonnet. May I go in your body? That water takes time to get warm.
Hmm?
The water takes time to get warm.
Oh, okay.
It's coming off?
Oh, yeah, we could go on with that.
Okay. I'm sleepy.
Trust me, I relate. I relate.
And I supposed to work tomorrow at 6 a.m.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to call out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna be tough.
Yeah, they're gonna write me off
Hmm.
because I am the one who picked the shift.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to go. But the guy who's coming to pick up my stuff for me, he said he can do that tomorrow.
Oh, so you can make it then.
Yeah, so I have to be here.
Yeah. I hope they understand. I mean, they will.
Now I'm just gonna make sick calls without pay.
I got
Yeah.
okay. Normally, sick call they're supposed to pay you, but
I don't have sick call time.
oh, okay.
I have to do what I have to do because if they want to fire me, they will not think about twice. Yeah, I used to drop my stuff to do my job stuff, but at the end of the day,
Mm.
I see one girl, she's been working there for 20 years.
Mm.
If you see how they fire her,
Wow.
like a dog, she's crying.
Yeah.
She feels like I spent all my time for that.
That's that.
It's like I cannot say they're right or they're wrong,
Hmm.
but it's like they was ad for her. Anything she do, they don't say nothing, but they just put a note.
Wow.
And then one day she just make only one mistake,
They
they
do
just
that.
bring everything.
That's what they do.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my God, okay, I see. And apparently she used to be a good worker.
Mm.
Yeah, that long she was in there, she trained a lot of
People.
employees.
Yeah. That's the thing with here. When they
Yeah.
want to fire you, it don't matter.
No, they don't care.
No matter if you're a good worker.
Yeah,
That's
they
one
call
thing I
you
do
my
like.
love baby when they need you.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, it's time for them to get away from you. They don't think about you can go sit down. You can see. This is the new. I put it in. I put it in mute. Where I put the remote control? No, that's why I don't like to watch news. It's always like scary stuff. Oh, this is something that people are trying. Hmm. Every day something good. Oh, you scare me. I'm okay.
I was a little bit, as you know, it's about 2 or 3 blocks from here in our borough, and walked down as soon as I got in, and you could see other National Guardsmen gathered there around the area. These are guardsmen, as you also know, that we see every day, and we don't know which ones were shot, but these are people we see every day. This is not a high crime area. This is an area, there's a beautiful park in the middle of it, a beautiful square there where people walk around and have lunch. That was near a metro station, as we know. But I think it's important to remember who the National Guard is. These are citizen soldiers. Those two guardsmen and women who were shot today have regular jobs back in West Virginia. They do this, they volunteer, they are volunteers for the National Guard. And I have to say, as I walk around and the guard is outside or outside
Oh,
of
that's
Starbucks,
sad.
people were very nice to them. And thank you, thank you. I heard an occasional person say, "What are you doing here?" And the guardsman just smiled and kept walking. So they are a regular presence for the last couple of months in the year. But it's really important to remember they are citizen soldiers who have volunteered for this duty. That's exactly right. And of course, now the president called for them because of a crime in the city. And again, they were all over the city. Mostly they are by the monuments. They're by the Washington Monument. We're, of course, fairly close to the Washington Monument here. And again, we're about 3 blocks from the White House. We're about 3 blocks from that crime scene. But that is our neighborhood that we walk around every day. And again, it is not a high crime area. I don't think they know exactly what happened there yet and whether there was a motive. But that's something we're watching very, very carefully. I know Aaron Kirsty has his eye on that, especially in our Pierre Thomas as well, to see if there was any motive there, whether it was a confrontation or whether it was some sort of target killing, and that's what we do not know at this point. But it's so important to
Yeah.
find out at this point.
It appears the National Guardsmen who were shot were able to return fire, and the suspect who was taken into custody was critically wounded and now receiving medical attention. It's believed to be the only suspect, Elizabeth. Right now, the D.C. Metro Police, along with colleagues from federal law enforcement agencies, are there on the scene, as Jay O'Brien pointed out. And what they're doing is trying to find video from the metro station, from nearby businesses, to see what they can see in advance of the shooting. As Margaret suggested, was this some kind of targeted thing? Was it a confrontation where the suspect walked right up to them for some particular reason? But that video evidence, as the authorities dig through it, it perhaps is going to give them clues as to what the motive for this was. But if this does turn out to be targeted, it would reinforce what law enforcement authorities have been fearing for several months now, and that is that the heightened threat environment in the country is putting particular pressure on people in uniform, members of the military and law enforcement, who have increasingly come under targeted attack. Too early to say in this case, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, but that is something that the authorities are considering now.
And Aaron, we do not yet know the identities of the National Guard members. We know they were critically wounded. Anything else about who they were at this time?
We don't know their identities, but we know they were from West Virginia. And initially, the governor of West Virginia, Governor Morrissey, put on social media that they had succumbed to their injuries, and we knew they were critically wounded. Then, in a subsequent post, the governor walked that back to say there had been conflicting information about their condition. So we're still waiting. The state is now paying tribute to their service, to their sacrifice. They were put there on orders of President Trump to help patrol the district. Now the governor says that he and the entire
Now,
state
when
are
you go
going to
outside, you go
demand
back home,
accountability
it's
for
like a
what
grace,
happened today.
a blessing.
Of course, we might
Too many crazy stuff out
that
there.
you would hear. What can you tell us about how these National Guard members were armed? What were their orders as they were there, just a couple of blocks away from the White House?
Elizabeth, a lot of these National Guardsmen are armed, but a lot depends on the job that they're doing at the time. For example, if they're doing equipment projects, they are not armed. But if they are on patrol, for the most part, they are.
That's why when I'm at work, I don't go outside.
But
You know why? I said I don't want to like. I have some coworkers. They always go outside to smoke because they smoke. They cannot smoke in the building. I like while you outside and then something happens. Once I'm clocking, outside will see me. Two reasons. If I have to go do laundry for them because the laundry is outside, or if I have to go to any appointment with my individual. After that, I'll step out when I shop because outside is too dangerous.
Well, I guess what they're saying, if it was necessary, right?
Yeah, what put myself in at risk? Just for smoke? No.
Whenever there's been some kind of a crime situation where these natural guardsmen have been around, they are not authorized to arrest or detain anybody, but what they typically do is they report a crime or they are used to help with any kind of a crowd control situation that was developed. And then it is the local law enforcement, in this case, the Metropolitan Police Department of Washington, D.C., that then comes in and carries out the law enforcement. It's kind of confusing, but at the same time, they do not have the authority right now to carry out any law enforcement out. However, under they operate under what's called the standard rules of force. This means that they're trying to keep the escalated situation first, and then they have the inherent right of self-defense. But they are not only allowed to use lethal firepower if there's an immediate threat or an immediate death threat upon them at that moment. And that's the situation that obviously these guardsmen found themselves under. That's why it is one of them appears to have decided not to weapons that injured the suspect.
Incredible.
So you don't want to make people sick because of this fire,
No, I don't know. Just right. Yeah.
them over the last few weeks. It does not look like they have huge quakes in, but they absolutely had protective body armor on of some sort. Whether these guard members were armed or not, we also do not know that. And again, the big question is, were they targeted? It is a short way from the metro station where the two guards were shot. We don't know whether it started there at the metro station and came out onto the street, but it is probably a half a block or at least across the street from that
Yeah,
railroad
yeah,
road
yeah.
that as well.
I need a better extension.
Question about the motive here. Of course, we do know that those two
This is
members of the
too
National
loose.
Guard, Jay O'Brien, we were
Oh boy.
Oh, but it was close. Not many people live to tell about their involvement with the serial killer. Everything we know about this case comes from you. Absolutely. Let's not do that. Oh, I'm sorry. Never before a face-to-face interview with the camera. Why now? Let me ask you, am I the evil culprit, the accomplice? I'd like to know how the audience views me.
This is this is the music, but it's too short. Good at, I'm gonna have to add compared to your hair. Yeah. I think I should have taken 22 inches instead of the AA 12. The fact that I know you don't like long hair, I take 12. It's just I'm gonna have too much add.
Is it gonna be more stressful though?
Hmm.
I think this is a good time to and then please don't make it like when you pick hair, don't pick too tiny. You know, so we don't spend forever. You know, that
Okay. I
so
know.
we don't here for because I have a full hair.
Yeah.
Okay, not too small.
Yeah. And then you say, oh, God bless us, it grow, right?
What's that?
Bless us, the hair grow.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah. So the strand itself can be like, medium or thin, but like,
Yeah. Oh,
keep in mind, stay the microwave.
okay. Let me try.
What I did, I shouldn't have done. I woke up super early to work out. Instead of eating, I didn't eat. I had a protein shake,
Uh-huh.
and I haven't had anything
Like solid.
solid. And I'm
Me too,
supposed
I
to.
don't eat, today is Wednesday.
It's not good to when you walk out, you need to eat
To eat.
so your body can use that to recover.
Me, I eat Wednesday and Sunday.
Mm.
I eat at 6, 7 p.m.
Okay.
And it's mostly light food because it's too late. Oh,
Yeah.
can we just move it?
Oh,
Yeah. So today I was so busy, I don't make nothing to eat.
was that?
I was so busy up there,
Oh,
I didn't have time to cook. So when I got home, I'm gonna make a oatmeal.
oatmeal.
Mm,
Oh.
I love oatmeal.
We could share this. I bought it from like ShopRite.
It has season.
Oh, you don't like it?
I cannot eat season because of my blood thinners.
Because of what?
Blood thinners. You know I
Oh,
have blood clot.
you can't have so much sodium.
No. Let me go get it for you.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm trying to see if I can just like skip to the time, you know?
I have water here, but I have it for a couple days.
No doubt about that. Let's bring in Chief
Matter.
Local Affairs Speaker Martha Raddatz. Martha, you
Yeah,
were
that
just
is
near
very
that scene
small. I
just a
have.
bit
Drink
ago, and
without water.
striking as we look
Okay.
at those
Yeah.
pictures,
I mean, I
you
can take
see
it without
still
water.
some members
Let me
of the
put it
National
here.
Guard there at that scene.
There and certainly grieving about what happened today. And we also just heard from Secretary of Defense, Secretary of War Pete
Yeah.
Hegseth, who walked outside the Pentagon, said
I
he
put
had
it
been
because I
in
know
some
some people
meetings
like
today
cold
and
water.
heard and the
Okay.
grief of his
Yeah.
dastardly act targeting the best
It's
of
okay.
America. He said,
Sorry about it.
hearing the killing decision, watching
You
the
know, I supposed to have a nice
No.
customer
You,
service.
it's not your fault. That's on me. That's on me. I should have. But most people don't even offer cups. They
Yeah.
only sell from water. So
No, me, I like it because you know some people just come in from work and then they just come in to do something, you know.
yeah, that's possible.
So at least one cup of juice of water that be helpful.
Yeah.
someone decided to turn that into
That's why I try to
targeting
have a nice
National Guard
customer
members.
service.
He said this will not stand. That's why President Trump is asking the
And then the
entire
good thing I
Secretary
like
of
to
the
the other
Army
place,
to the National
if I
Guard
have
to
a
add
client that coming from work,
500
Mm.
I
additional
can
troops. They've
catch
just
a
had this
bus
rapid reaction
39
force.
from North
National Guard with
Concession.
two
Mhm.
Washington,
She will drop
D.C.
me
It will
right
almost
here
hit
by
America,
Summit
which
Avenue,
would make
and I just
Washington,
walk
D.C.
2 or 3 minutes
safe
to
and
the shop.
peaceful. So I would
Wow.
say
It's
again,
not that
recovering
far.
from that from Secretary
So you're
of
gonna be
Defense
taking
Pete
drugs?
Hegseth
Mm-hmm.
walking outside the Pentagon, just a short time ago,
Okay, when you're
putting
coming
this
to
on
work.
Yeah,
social
when I'm
media
coming
and
to
really
work and
But
suggesting
when you
someone
leave,
decided
yeah,
to
when you
turn
leave, I can take a
that
Uber
welcome
because you
America
know sometimes
you're gonna
people
drive.
fly
targeting
and they
the
rush, you
National
know.
Guard. And he has been briefed. We
But
will await
if I'm down
a
there,
official
I don't have any
statement on
bus
that.
to
The
coming
only
over here
official
to my
statement
shop
from
here.
Secretary of
Any
Defense
bus client.
Hegseth. In the meanwhile, 500
Remember, too?
additional
Remember to
guards
start.
Yeah, I know.
Washington, D.C., according to Secretary Hegseth.
I
But it's
know.
nice.
Martha,
Sounds
thank
like
you
this
with that
don't cost
breaking
as
news
much.
from the Defense
Can I
Secretary.
look at
Let's
this
bring in
style again? This
Martinez.
was too
Can you talk to us a
small.
little bit
From.
about
You see?
what we know about these National Guard members? What are we
You're funny.
hearing from the National Guard at this point?
Well, what we do have confirmed is that these are individuals from who are serving in representing the National Guard. We should point out that is about more than 2,000, 2,100, I think, is the current number of National Guardsmen in serving right now in Washington, D.C. About half of
Obviously
them are
not this
actually
long,
D.C.
so like
National Guardsmen.
Hold on,
The
let me
balance
take
come
my
from
glass.
about 6 states
One
or
sec.
so. And it varies of numbers. Some of them have 100, some others have 50, others have several hundred. In this case, the West Virginia National Guard had about 400 guardsmen
Oh,
back in
yeah,
okay.
not this long, not
September.
this
They
I
long.
know.
reduced their numbers down to
Yeah.
150. The
Thank
question
you.
is about how much longer these guardsmen from other states will be here and serving in Washington, D.C. We know that the D.C. National Guard has pretty much been extended indefinitely. They're here on a rolling basis. The other states, some of them indicated they're going to pull them back at some point, but the question is about the timeline. What we do know is that most of these guardsmen are not what you would think would be military policemen. When you come in contact with National Guardsmen during natural disasters here in this country, we
This,
find that a lot of them
this?
serving in military time, with some serve in aviation units, some are mechanics. There's a
Okay.
wide variety of skill
If
sets
you
within the
wanna, you want
National
it like
Guard.
by your brow
So
here?
when
Mm-hmm.
you ask if the National Guard will come into the Washington, D.C., one of the big questions is, well, are most of these going to be military policemen who are trained in law enforcement duties? And it's not really the case. Yes, there are military police companies here from other states and from D.C. National Guard, but on balance, most of them are what you just laid out. They come from a wide
Hmm.
variety of skill sets. And so there's varying degrees of experience, varying degrees of
Mm-hmm.
what they can do. But again, we talked about earlier about those standard rules of force, which again, we try to de-escalate first. If something additional happens where they are threatened, then they can carry out self-defense. And if there's lethal action being taken against them, that's when they can respond with a lethal firepower. And it appears that's what this case here is.
And talk to us a little bit about how they are prepared to respond, in that situation, as you just touched on a bit. Are these National Guard members inspecting, what kind of orders are they following in a shooting, if a shooting like this were to happen? Obviously, we don't
Bro.
know the motive. We're still waiting to understand exactly what the motive was here.
If they are fired upon Elizabeth Gate,
They
I
got it
just,
fire. We will wait for other when you have
not only
fired.
most of them are on the situational depends on whether they're in, let's say, communication
what is Good.
So it's mission dependent. If they are on patrol, as these soldiers, these rifle guardsmen were at this metro station, then yes, they will be armed. I myself have seen them armed because that is the metro stop that I get out at every single day. Actually, just this morning, that is that stop right there. That's where I came out of the escalator. And so, yeah, just before I got out here, I saw two metro vehicles. I'm not sure if they were from the city police, but
You want to be legal and don't you have to don't they so you can like or they it doesn't matter?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
so there's a rotating lane of view. But again, they are armed. They have tactical vests that they also wear. And if there's a light witness situation, yes, they say will be looked for. And then for the most part, they are just there to report if they see any criminal activity because they still have law enforcement responsibilities here in the district right now. And so that means that if they see something, they would actually call the local police department to pick it up and see what the policy police department.
Really want to thanks so much. Bring in this is Frank from FBI agent. We are now, first we're going to actually go to FBI Director Patrick Collins. Ways and means tax, and to bring the tax is violent, to the staff, in critical condition. As you see, we assembled the full force. The whole federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies to bring all of our resources to make sure we find the perpetrators responsible for the criminal act and make no mistake, they will be brought to justice. Since this is an assault on a federal law enforcement officer, this will be treated at the federal level as an assault on a federal law enforcement officer. The FBI will lead out on our mission with our interagency partners to include the Department of Homeland Security, Secret Service, ATF, EDA, and with assistance in this matter, the Metropolitan Police Department and the skills in investigating homicide and the gun in the city is exceptional. We will work together collaboratively because this is a matter of national security, because it's a matter of fraud. President Trump has been informed, he's been in contact.
Okay, fine.
They're here serving our country.
Yeah.
They are here protecting everyday Americans and citizens around the world in our nation's capital. They are the heroes of this day, and we must remember them on this day and every day and the families and the sacrifice they have made. I will now turn it over to good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jeff Dale. I'm the Deputy Assistant Chief of the Metropolitan Police Department. At approximately 2:15 this afternoon, members of the DC National Guard will hide the city patrol in the area of 17th and I Street Northwest. One of suspects came on the scene, raised his arm fire and discharged at the National Guard members. The National Guard members or other members that were in the area, they were able to, after some back and forth, able to defuse the individual and bring him to custody. Within moments, using the law enforcement in the area were also able to assist and bring that individual into custody. At this time, as the Jessica mentioned, the National Guard members are being treated at a local hospital. You can find the number signs to the scene to provide first aid to those individuals and transport to a local hospital. The suspect in this case was also transported for treatment at a local hospital. And then, I'm really about Washington, D.C., and I too want to send my thoughts and prayers to the families of the guardsmen and to the guardsmen who are in critical condition in a local hospital. I was joined by members and leadership from the DC National Guard, from the West Virginia National Guard, United States Secret Service, Deputy Garcia, Fire Chief General, and Metro General Manager Andy Clark, and we join with the FBI Director in ensuring that into the investigate to the attorney prosecute this case to the fullest extent of the law. I've had the opportunity to brief U.S. Attorney General Ken Bondi, who is speaking to the President when I called, as well as the United States Attorney Kiro, who is shortly that this case will have her offices complete effective. So at the time, they didn't indicate that there was any suspect or one suspect that was involved in the incident. They were
saw over and said this is a targeted shooting. One individual who appears to target the guardsman, that individual has been taken into custody. So let me have a start out again, like detail from individuals. So both individuals, the guard members, they are in critical condition and with the hospital at the time being treated. At this point, we have no other suspects. When they review video from the area, it appears that there said to be a lone gunman that made the firearm and one of those members of the National Guard, and he was typically taken into custody by other National Guard members and law enforcement. No, at the time, obviously, we're very in some of the things investigation. You know, a lot of things like if you try to get from various federal agencies, law enforcement agencies, we have the full power of the FBI and the federal partners and task force. So we're looking always at assets, but we don't have anything. The answer of guardsmen that were shot, I'm told they were at this time, it's part of the criminal investigation. So how somebody apprehended that said the individual suspect came around the corner, he immediately started firing the firearm at the National Guard members. So at the time, there were other National Guard members that were in the area. They heard the gunfire. We actually were able to intervene and to kind of hold down the suspect after he had been shot on the ground. So last person got there within minutes. At this point, we're still investigating the death of two shot witnesses. It's not clear at the time. We don't know what weapon there was a CC police that happened right in front of the metro, although there is no indication that the perpetrator was on the metro, so the metro transit police area, and obviously on site, White House, uniform agents in the building and the area as well. We do not know the time. Don't know the time. So the second thing we're very familiar is we're looking for all aspects of things to stay on the hospital. And I would just like to ask, the reason that this suspect is in custody is because of the bravery of the men and women of the National Guard who responded to the excessive training to secure American lives today. There is not any further injury and any further shooting. We can highlight the fact that the men and women of law enforcement, the intelligence agencies, the Department of War, and the National Guard executed this training with great precision today and prevented an even greater tragedy from the following line. These National Guardsmen are heroes, and we must pray for their safety and their speedy recovery. And as the chief said, we are in the preliminary stages of this investigation. We will run down every single lead, every piece of evidence. This is the power of the U.S. government I expect at the state, local, and federal level. That is why the interagency group is standing behind us to assure America and the world that we will continue to keep you safe. And thankfully, we have Metropolitan Police Department, the National Guardsmen, federal agencies, the Department of Justice, and the Attorney General willing to prosecute the mission to keep Americans safe. And President Trump has rightly stated that this heinous act will be investigated, and he has thanked the National Guardsmen and women and the men and women of law enforcement. We have been listening to a live briefing with the FBI director, Metropolitan Police, and the DC mayor in the wake of that shooting here in Washington, just a couple of blocks from the White House. Two National Guard members shot. We are learning new information about exactly how this shooting went down. About 2:15 in the afternoon, according to law enforcement, a suspect turned around the corner at 17th and I Street, fired at National Guard members.
But people must be brave too. Some people they like them in nothing for them. Oh no. It's like this tired of life. Yeah. Yeah.
At this time, also saying that his National Guard members are believed to have been putting in
I see too many depressed people on the street. Yeah, too many depressed people. And depression is a bad enemy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm just,
You
I was trying not to fall asleep. I don't think I was awake. What should I do? I'm lazy. And now that I ate,
no worries. We handle it.
I'm not gonna be like,
When I got home, I have to set up my alarm and I can make it keep call.
is that
I have to set up my alarm to make it keep call.
your alarm?
To make it keep call. Because that guy coming to remove this stuff for me tomorrow. So I'm gonna tell him to shut down the water for me.
Exactly. What do you do?
Yeah. Because you're gonna be himself. I don't think he's gonna be on himself.
Well, we had such information earlier in the about the status of the two national parks from West Virginia. But the latest is that the president more information about this status is that one of the things that this year there from the mayor of PCA about it was the communicator that they stated they in this status. We came from over there from the West Virginia governor about an hour and a half ago. But that would be good news about their status. Now, one of the other things that, as you know, is that there are around 150 West Virginia national parks that are currently staying here in Washington, D.C. right now. At one point, there were about 400 national parks in some states were sitting here. So the planning happened around August or so. And since then, the numbers have gone down. Overall, they reflect the status of the six other states that have also provided national parks in here in Washington, D.C. It's about 2,100 national parks that were currently serving in the city, but about half that number are only from D.C. The rest come from other states. It's unclear exactly how long these national parks from these other states are going to be serving here in the city. What we do know is that D.C. national park is that there's going to be sufficient area and open-ended assignment as of right now. But what we did hear from the D.C. mayor about it, they think that they are continuing yeah, he actually said that he's traveling in the Dominican Republic right now. Obviously, there's a lot going on in Venezuela. There's a lot of peace in the Caribbean. He takes part of that anti-cartel mission, part of the religious focus campaign against the Federal Venezuela. So he was there in official business trip to the Dominican Republic. And after having met with senior officials there, he came down and officially reported and spoke about how this was designed in the past. And that this is targeted. And he also indicated that President Trump would be following through and requesting President Trump to send 500 additional more national parks to the city of Washington, D.C. So this is a process. Remember that the president actually controls the D.C. National Guard. There is no governor in the District of Columbia. So it is the president who controls, of course, the state and authority is delegated down to the Secretary of Delegated down to the authority to the Secretary of the Army. So it appears now in the news that Secretary of Health indicating that 500 additional doctors are going to join the 2,100 when the service in Washington. Law enforcement officials are emphasizing that this is partly what my colleague just spoke about. Now, the suspect appears to be
it's really not related, but I just wanted to, I know I tried to not make it serious, but at the same time, it is not this country. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
It's not this country, because I'll be really, but honestly, this person, it's too wide.
Huh? Too loud?
I think it's too wide.
Oh, because at the start,
Okay.
when the earth start coming, the more I put, the more you can have it stick.
No, I'm saying like this country, like this country, it's not like you don't understand. It's wide spacing in between.
Hmm.
I'm trying to see how I can explain it. It's not gonna come out full.
You're gonna go now, see.
Before.
Mm-hmm.
With this much spacing.
Mm-hmm.
Can I help you? Put
No,
out the hair?
no.
You sure?
Yeah, because
There's a
it's short.
there's a specific.
You can,
keeping back to the correspondent anti-corruption has been making calls on this, and I know that you are working more closely too on this investigation. What are you learning at this hour? We do know we got an update from the DC mayor, Muriel Bowers, calling this a targeted attack.
Targeted attack involving a suspect who apparently ran up to the National Guardsmen while on patrol outside the metro station and immediately pointed a gun, fired. They were able to respond. The suspect is now critically hurt and in custody, and the authorities have not yet released any of the names, but they do have a name of a suspect that they are working with. They're trying to track down everything they can about that individual's background to help them understand whether this may have been fired by for competitive group or some political flashpoint in the country, just to give them a sense of what may have led up to this. They're still canvassing for any video they can find from businesses in the area, interviewing witnesses to understand the immediate moments preceding the shooting so they can better get a sense of how it was carried out. But of course, the focus is going to be on those two guardsmen critically hurt and who are in the hospital receiving care. At least one of them gravely wounded.
Yeah, really
This is case by right? Yes.
and at this point, just really one suspect in the shooting, is that right?
Just one suspect, according to the authorities, and always in the immediate aftermath of any kind of an attack like this, the police may well assume there are more, but they've been in confidence. You heard the deputy with the police say that they've been in confidence with just the one suspect who's now in custody. But now that they're pretty sure that was a targeted shooting, it does underscore a fear that law enforcement authorities around the country have had for a number of months now in a highly charged political environment and global environment, really, that people in uniform, the military personnel or law enforcement, have been increasingly been targeted and now come under attack here in Washington.
So as we have reported, the National Guard members, people in uniform, but also ordinary lives, ordinary people with jobs back home, insecurity. Thank you. Senior White House correspondent, Serena Wang is in West Palm Beach, Florida. If you should know, of course, President Trump is not at the White House right now. He is there at Mar-a-Lago. You are traveling with the president. What are we hearing at this hour from President Trump about this? Well, first of all, the White House has been under lockdown, considering this happened just blocks away from the White House. But we are learning that lockdown has been lifted. The president, as you say, is here in West Palm Beach, is now back in Mar-a-Lago, New York. He's been monitoring the situation throughout the day. He did post on Facebook just a couple of hours ago saying that, quote, the animal that shot the two National Guardsmen was paid a very steep price. He has not seen the president did not heard him on camera, but we did hear from the vice president, who is probably a poor scandal to address service members ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday. He said at the time, earlier today, just a few hours ago, that there's a lot we don't know, including the motive, but he condemned the harm of troops who were injured in the line of duty. And this comes out President Trump has been frequently touted for the National Guard. Yesterday, the president said that now he's safe to walk through the streets of D.C. He described D.C. as a place that has been ringed with crime, but his deployment of troops has fixed that problem. Now, he did incorrectly.
Maybe I'll go there too so I can come take a job at this stuff. Right?
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yes.
That would be cool, right?
Yeah, it is. Whatever is important.
I'm not good at hair. I don't think I can ever be good at hair.
Whatever what you can do.
Maybe I do
Yeah.
maybe just the manicure
Yeah.
and pedicure.
Yeah.
And then,
Especially the same formality until you get, can get to the acrylic stuff like that. That would be nice.
and on my free time, I can get some hair dye and brace things. That'd be cool.
Yeah, let's see. God is good. Everything is good.
I just hope that you find good people because you will, if maybe they are renting or they are working for you,
Yeah.
because that will determine, how people, then they see a brand,
Yeah.
and they start to turn.
Yeah.
And when you will cook the food, try to take your time. Look
Yeah.
out for those solutions going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Nice formulas that can, encourage customers to take time.
Yeah.
And, the sky is the limit. Or even starting point.
Yeah. I feel it all that makes sense with people because you know some people they like it. No matter what you wanna do with them, they wanna pull you down.
For that thing, it's a lot.
That's the issue.
When you open it, you can't be the only one.
No, no.
So some good remembers,
Yeah.
some you hire and say, it's work for me, this is what you do,
Yeah.
what you do,
Yeah.
But you might not do that immediately because it's going to be a lot to hire,
Yeah.
especially when you make that ambition.
Right.
You have to pay them.
Yeah. I'm gonna make like for
Unless
business
it's
to do
based
what I
on
need. Ah. Uh, my abuelo, challenge se me tiene que hacer la base más que tu cliente le encima, abuelo. Oh, don't value the fedwa. You see how that this is my son? This is my son.
Yes,
Yeah, para the Libya did that all.
How are you? Look at you, all shiny white. Oh my God. How are you?
Okay, okay. Se llama de ahorita, okay? Mhm. My son never called me mama. When he said mama, he has to be a request they're gonna make. One of them.
What?
They never call me mama.
Haha, you want something, right?
Yeah. Whenever I hear mama, hey, what you want? Because they call my mother mama.
That's the indicator.
Yeah.
I like how they make the potential to like stay in stress and they're staying in city. It's very encouraging.
I just put it on your own too.
Yeah, they make shows like that, like based on knowledge real life,
That's how I like to watch them, you know.
stuff like that. But they don't romanticize
Mm-mm.
the heartbreak like that.
Hmm. This is monster. This is. So they learn how to build a clown. When you so they learn to from starting clown.
Yeah, but also those things
Yeah, you can you give me one piano.
they really do for sure. I like to wear the side by the place of visible.
Yes, it is.
You know what you can also do? Message your time and energy. Have like a opening channel so people can take advantage of.
Yeah,
So they come in by attraction, they come in, they see your service, and then you build that relationship from there.
yeah.
So you could do like a 50% off, something that would usually cost like
That's what
$100.
I'm saying.
You
Mm-hmm.
could do like 50, 60,
Yeah,
you know, when you have your meal set up, you could say, okay, couple come in, one pay, one free,
twenty.
you know, things like
Yes,
that. Things
yes.
like that would bring traffic,
Uh-huh.
and then you build your,
Yes, I'm
yeah,
sure.
that's the best time to do it.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna do it like that. When I do it live, I'm gonna
You
come up
have
with
like
something.
board when you open,
Mm-hmm.
you open, you introduce your brand there,
Yeah.
you have the seminars that practice layers and then you still take advantage of that. And you can have flyers too.
Yes, I wanna do flyers.
You have flyers. You can't just say flyer, meal, salon, come. No.
Mm.
You say flyer, opening, you know, pick the open day, and when those uh, services are available, like those discounts are
Mm,
fine.
yes.
So, for example, you might not want to like consistently do it every day because it's gonna burn you out.
Yeah.
So you could do like let's say maybe 2 days a week, one day a week. At the same focus time, you have the promo running, and you put first come first serve day. Otherwise, people will come and have 20 cents of your side of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, you know.
Okay.
So you say, okay, you think that cost really cost 2 people for that, you know, for that day, but you can do it consistently for like a month,
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
A lot of people will take advantage of it and start doing
Yeah. If you 15, at least 5 can trade.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. That traffic is gonna be good.
Yes.
So now, because it's just you just have your hair, you can't just do everything at once, right?
Mm-hmm.
But once you're ready to like have your um,
Yeah.
nails and master open,
Mm-hmm.
you put in that too, that hey, we're having our service specific begins at these days, come in first couples day or something, pay one, get one free, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
Or maybe like 40% off, 30% off.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it like this.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me.
No worries. There's plenty of discount solutions you can add to it. You have to run different ones for, you know, depending on your capacity. Don't run everything at once.
Yes.
There's gonna be a lot of traffic
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna burn you out and you might not be able to fulfill it.
Yes.
And then people will feel like, oh, maybe you lied or something.
Yes.
But if you structure it that, okay, this ticket for this, we have tickets for the ongoing, you put another one another week, you put another one another week, and for a different service when you're ready to start it,
Yes.
you put on so much of that fee and then go on the road.
Okay.
People like taking the, people like TikTok or the idea of
Mm-mm. Yes, I just that.
that, yeah. This one, especially when they feel, don't feel it,
I was I was saying that on my YouTube and I'm gonna have this sound and then for the for Easter when I was here, people coming they cannot find the place. Or some people coming and they was trying to call me hiding. I don't see your show.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
That's
like
the advantage of the new place is that
yes.
when
Like,
they're there, they're already
they already see.
you know,
Once they just put the address, they already see everything.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, pretty good. Always by my side and help me out.
You've worked so hard.
Yeah.
Like, this is really good. This is strong. This is a strong. You don't know what you've done. You don't know
Yeah.
until you know. You gotta continue to put that consistency in it. Continue
Yeah.
to do this. In a year or two, that's when you realize, like,
Yeah. Well,
you
oh
know,
my God, look how what God
yeah,
do it for me.
exactly. So,
Ah!
he has your head too. Please don't leave on you because of me because I know you have other interesting stuff. It's okay.
Yeah,
A
this
lot
is
of the
sad.
time,
I don't like to. That's why I don't like to watch
yeah.
news.
Me too. I don't
Always
watch news
something
much
sad
like that.
coming up.
It's good to watch
Yes.
it, especially when important stuff are happening. You never know what will happen. So.
Sometimes I just take the title
Mm-hmm.
and I'm finished.
Yeah. Because they repeat themselves too. At some
Yeah.
point, they go through and then they say the same
Yeah.
thing all over
This is
again. So yeah, you can take it.
I'm gonna have to buy more than that anyway for for
Okay?
I'm gonna have to buy more in that here this year.
Mm.
I'm gonna have more.
Okay, right.
And
It's nice
it's
texture.
nice
I like it. It's nice texture.
for my people to look. I need it when I like it. Actually, they do it good that we will have more space.
Mm.
They do like that. I'm gonna have to watch that video how to do it. Yeah, I can do it myself.
Like regular locks with sweat.
You see how to curl your hair?
Yeah.
With that hair, they put it in those rollers. They put it in those rollers. And then I see the body, and then when they release it, it become like curly like that.
Curly hair.
Yeah, I'm gonna